All right, the solution to the flat database problem is a relational database. Here we're going to use Microsoft Access, which has a nice graphical user interface. A relational database solves the one-to-many problem elegantly by defining relationships among tables. A table is like a spreadsheet. You see one here with our demographic information in it, and another one here with drug information. So how do we decide what goes into each table? Well, you want to normalize the data. That is, you want to split the data up into separate tables to reduce redundancy. Any field, that is a column is a field, any field that is in a one-to-many relationship with some other field gets its own table. So we're going to separate drugs from subjects, and we do that here. There's subjects, and there's drugs. That should be enough to help us with the problems we were having in Excel. Now this gives us two tables, and a database is always built around tables, whether it's Microsoft Access or some other database. Currently, in Microsoft Access, we're looking at these in Datasheet view, which again looks just like Excel, but we can switch to Design view. Design view lets us set up the meta information about the table and the fields. Design view. So here we have just an ID, which is an auto number, and the drug name. This ID has a little key next to it. That means it's the primary key. And every new record will get a unique one automatically. That's what an auto number is. So how's this helpful? Well, suppose we discover later that we've spelled the drug name wrong. How do we change its spelling everywhere? We don't have to worry about it. Because the record ID number of the drug and not the drug name is used to define relationships between records. So we just change the spelling in the lookup table here, and it changes everywhere. No problem. Back to Datasheet view. Now, we'll create a table to hold relationships between the subjects and the drugs. This has two fields. I've filled some in here. Subject number and drug name. They are related to the data in the other tables, in the other two tables. This table will have many, many entries in it. We could have no entries for some subjects, or dozens, or hundreds, or even thousands of entries for a subject. This completely solves the one-to-many problem.